Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 24, Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Back to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts sliding out of the pocket. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
We're scoreless after one. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. 39 yards there. A big one for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing is Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 2nd and 9. play fake. Cousins. This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Fourth down, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Cook up the gut. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 36 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, that is a situation, Charles, where it's too long for the field goal. Why not take a chance on 4th down? And, boy, does it pay off handsomely.
And living with a lot of second guessing goes with the job description when you're the head coach. And most guys nowadays, they understand and study analytics. They have someone on staff that walks them through it and then talks in their ear on game day. So they're a lot more comfortable rolling the dice and going for it.
Cook, they'll try and run it. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again with Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd and 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 64 yards on the ground for him so far.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. C.J. Ham. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Cousins will try and throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On third and short, going with their tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. Hurts fumbles it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And now we'll get a timeout here.
They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that flag accepted. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.